Hello my dear students, welcome back to another video of SS. Today we are going to continue our chapter number 10, Democracy in India. Students, already in this chapter we had studied about the government, that what is a government. Government is a group of people who are responsible for making laws and taking care of the affairs related to the governance of the country. Then, students, we had also studied about democracy. The meaning of democracy is a government which is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Then, students, we had also studied about the branches of the government and the different levels of the government. Now, students, today we will study that how this government is formed. Okay, so how governments formed in India, that we will study. So students, as India is a democracy country, the citizens of India elect the government by the voting process during the elections. Okay, and in the elections different political parties contest an election. Student, contest means to take part in the election and try to win the elections. Here I want to tell you one more thing, students, that with the passing of the historic Jammu and Kashmir Recognition Bill in 2019, the state of Jammu and Kashmir will be bifurcated in the two union territories. Jammu and Kashmir, with a legislature, will get to elect its own representatives, whereas Ladakh, being a union territory without a legislature, will be run by a lieutenant governor who will act as an administrator. Now, students, in the government, our country has multi-party system. Multi-party system means, students, that in which so many different political parties can participate and they can fight for the elections. Sometimes there may not be one single party which gets the majority of seats. So, in such a case, two or more parties may join and form a coalition government. Now, students, coalition government means when more than one parties, two or more parties, they join together to form a group and to govern. So that is a coalition government. Now, students, with the help of each other parties, with the support of each other parties, any one party can rule. We will study the next topic, that is the election commissions. Now, students, elections held in our India every 5 years. Some of the times elections are held for the Nagar Palika also, for the member of legislative also. Okay, that is for the Vidhan Sabha. Different types of elections are conducted. So, who conduct these elections? So, students, election commission is there. This election commission of India has been set up to hold free and fair elections in the country. Means this is the responsibility of the election commission to conduct the elections in our country. It fixes the date for the elections, it conducts the elections and declares the result after counting the votes cast by the people. So that is the duty of election commission. Now student, there are different political parties. So political parties, what are it? So these are the groups of the people who share similar political aims and opinions. The parties that are present in more than 4 states of the country are known as the national parties. The Indian National Congress, that is the INC, and the Bharatiya Janata Party, that is the BJP, are examples of national parties. And other parties are formed only in certain regions of India are known as regional parties. That is Aam Aadmi Party, Shiromani Akali Dal, and Telugu Desam Party. These are the some examples of regional parties. So students, I hope you had understood what is the national parties and regional parties. Once again, national parties, the parties that are present in more than 4 states of the country are known as national parties. And the two main national parties of our country are Indian National Congress and Bharatiya Janata Party. And regional parties means the parties are formed only in certain regions of the India, are known as regional parties. For example, Aam Aadmi Party, Shiromani Akali Dal, and Telugu Desam Party. Now students, the elections in our India take place after every 5 years, and these elections are held after every 5 years to elect the leaders of both the state governments and the central government. For this, the whole country is divided into the smaller units called constituencies for holding elections. Now, a whole country was divided in the small units, small parts, and that is called the constituencies. A number of candidates from various political parties contest in election from a constituency. So many different candidates are there of the different political parties. They take part in the elections. For each constituency, the adult citizens can cast their votes for a single candidate of their choice. And the candidate who gets the maximum number of votes win and become the MP. When they are elected in the union government, they will elect as the member of parliament, and when they will elect or win from the state government, they will selected as the MLA, member of legislative assembly. So student, the political party or a group of parties that win more than half of the seats in the legislature forms the government. You know students, which is the governing party nowadays in our country? Yes, BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. Now student, the other party or parties form the opposition. The opposition plays a very important role in the democracy as they criticize the government if it does not work properly. Means a ruling party is there. For example, if the BJP is the ruling party, so the opposition party, that is the Congress party. So what work they will do? They will start criticizing the work of the government. And this criticism is very important for proper working of the government. So the opposition plays a very important role in the democracy as they criticize the government if it does not work properly. I hope student you all had understood all these things properly. Till then, have a good time, good health. Bye.